vision started many years ago where we kind of wanted to create a brand where people actually loving what they saw and feeling inspired by using it, but also very much centered around an experience where people get a memory connected with it or people get something more emotional connected with it. I think that's where we as a brand can give value, and we as a place, Audo House, can give something back to the community we're in as well. I think what makes the Audo House unique, it's a little bit like walking through a physical magazine somehow. You kind of know every time you go to a new room in the house, every time you go to a new function in the house, you kind of turn the page, all in the same Audo universe. Audo now moves into a phase where it gives you one universe basically. So the products also become Audo. So the chair you'll be sitting in is an Audo chair. I think it's a modern way of viewing a brand, that people don't just buy into the product, but they really buy into the experience. And that's why it's so important to move into this Audo as a brand. Next step, looking through the old archives and the sketches, we now have designers such as Mogens Lassen, Flemming Lassen, Willem Lauritsen, Ib Kofod Larsen in the collection. And I think what is inspiring by looking at their work is how often they were centered around a specific need. And I think the same way we work with our contemporary Audo collection, how it's also thought of as often how do we use this space, because we serve so many functions here. We see how people interact. So that kind of links the two, you can say, time periods together for us. I think the legacy that I carry in Audo now from basically back from my grandfather, I think is the curious way of working with people rather than maybe the specific design. Danish design is where we're from, where the brand is based. But I think what we think is interesting is seeing how can those values we carry as a brand and what we want to do work when we work with collaborators from other parts of the world. But they are also, of course, influenced by their culture, whatever sets of values they have grown up with. And I think that's the whole kind of mass cultural explosion that I think in many ways kind of creates Audo. To us, soft minimalism really captures the essence of how we view product design and design in general, is where you take some of the elements from minimalism, where you strip the product to its bones, to the core, basically, you can say, of the function. But then adding the soft is where you allow yourself to add some elements that also makes a human want to both touch it, and it gives a tactile feeling. So I think those two words together are so crucial for us to mix up and put together and never let one of them stand alone. But together we feel like they represent how we view design and how we think our products will be something that people not will only admire, but they will also actually use. My dream with Audo and Audo House is that when you come in as a guest, you'd feel inspired and get this wow effect. We want to create spaces that feel elevated and elegant and sophisticated. We also want to put the people in and see how they actually live in it. What I dream of is that people, they get something more than just a good product when they come. I think it's more important that they leave with a memory or something that they can carry with them on an emotional level. I think that's how we as a brand can create a sense of community.